if I want a man here, I should be a woman that's here. And I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about even energetic, my vibration, my mental. I need to be balanced.
And I'll tell a girl straight, like, nah, I don't like the friend zone. I'm attracted to you. I want to smash. Or I want to date you. No.
What? So romantic.
No, there's no romantic because I'm intentional, right?
I want to smash.
I'm intentional.
No, I don't want to be a friend nor your boyfriend.
No man introducing himself to me at the bar, in a club, at the movies, or anywhere wants to be my friend. For what?
Right.
Why are you coming up to me and you want to be my friend?
I've always been in one relationship into another relationship, so this is new to me. Seems like everyone has that.
If he called you his friend, would you be offended?
Oh, I'd be like, when?
But what are y'all? But see, wait, what do you call each other? But not boyfriend,
not my
girlfriend.
friend, not my friend.
Husband and wife.
Call me by my name, Jasenia.
Hey guys, it's your girl Amanda. Welcome back to Addict at the Table. Before you guys do anything, please like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel and our Instagram, and stay tuned for our videos to come. So, today's topic is based on the friend zone. How do you get in the friend zone? And more importantly, how do you get out of the friend zone?
Well, listen, I'm not going to talk about how to get in the friend zone. Definitely not. I don't like it, but we're going to talk about how do we get out of it. And, you know, for the fellas that are in the friend zone, or the ladies, so I'm going to talk to these people that are in the friend zone. Listen, be very intentional. You see that person that you want to holler at, fine, you work up the courage, you know, you shoot your shot, and they might say, hey, you know, let's stay in contact. Let's here's my Instagram, or here's my email, or whatever it is. Like, start reading the cues, and you say to yourself, okay, is playing the long game worth it? Because I'll be true to myself, because you could be in a friend zone, but it's like, what is your intention of being in a friend zone? Are you really gonna be a real friend, or like you really like I'ma just
or
wait
you
in
just
the bushes?
orbiting?
Yes, because we spoke about this.
I feel like it's important though for women to have those platonic relationships with men, because you get some insight and vice versa.
But what's the point of that if you don't have no intentions of taking it further?
Well, if the intention is to just be friends, then that's great, right? Because now you're getting intel from the opposite gender, dating, advice. But if your intention is I want to date this girl, then you're cheating yourself from not, like you just said, from not being open and expressive from the door. Because I've been in a situation where I've been friends with guys, and then 3, 4, 5, 6 months later, they drop this bomb on me. And by that point, I look at you like a brother, I look at you like a family. And now my heart's broken because you're giving me two options. Either date me or lose me. And I'm sorry, I can't date my brother. I can't date my best friend. And it breaks my heart, because it's like this whole time I'm here thinking you really love me as a friend, but you had this hidden agenda. So off the bat, be honest with your intention.
So to be honest, I think that I feel like from jump, you need to be intentional about your feelings. You need to be able to express your feelings so that she doesn't get the wrong idea of you.
Right.
But y'all ladies always say be friends first.
Well, that's different.
If you can be friends first, but be intentional with her, knowing that you are looking for more.
Right.
Like if you guys want to start a friendship, then maybe, you guys will just go out, very casually at first and, work it up to something more. But she knows that you're interested in her.
Right. And you're interested in her, and that she's also interested in entertaining this. I feel like a lot of the times guys get a little bit upset when they're friend zoned because of the lack of communication, but also they're like, oh, I'm paying for this, I'm taking her out. No, if you both set intentions where like, listen, I want to date my friend, and in order to be a friend, I got to get to know you. Then guess what, ladies? It is 2022. We are trying to talk about empowerment and equality. Okay, you want to test this out as friends and not the romantic dating just yet? Then 50-50 it up. So that way there's no resentment. I have guy friends that are like, yo, shorty, I was taking her out to the casino. I was dropping money. She was making money, and we were winning this. We stayed at this luxurious hotel just so that she can say she didn't want to have sex with me and that she liked me as a friend. And I'm like, well, that's your fault.
Yeah, he was doing too much.
You was doing too much.
Luxury hotel.
You know.
You would have went to the Ritz.
You should have backed it up, gone on dinner dates, maybe lunch, and done the 50-50 thing, so that you wouldn't get upset.
And when your ass was covered.
Right.
But I'm just
cover your ass.
I'm just gonna say this, but like it's 2022. Not 2020.
Thank God it's not 2020.
It's 2022, and I really just have to say I'm not befriending or accepting any friendship from any man that's new to me.
Right. I got
I
too
don't
many
know.
friends.
That's just
Why is that?
I don't need any friends.
I appreciate that.
All of the guy friends I had, I've known them for years. I've either went to school with them, I grew up with them. No man introducing himself to me at the bar, in a club, at the movies, or anywhere wants to be my friend. For
No,
what?
right.
Why are you
'Cause you
coming up
already
to me
know.
and you want to be my friend?
At this point in
Exactly.
age, yeah.
So at that point, I know that they have intentions of being something
what
more.
do you
Even
do?
when they do say, I just want to be your friend, you can't have
right,
friends.
Right.
Okay, you can sense when a guy's interested. Yes or no?
I think it takes a couple of experiences. Like you said, by now you already know how to weed them. You know?
Okay, so now you're a professional friend zone sniffer. Not friend zone sniffer.
we got the radar.
Interest. A guy that's interested.
We get it.
So you meet a guy, and he's so subtle and smooth, but you still are able to pick up on it, right?
I won't entertain it. I'll be like, honestly, like you just said,
Okay.
I've literally have said this from the jump. I don't have time to make new friends. When that jingle on TikTok, like no new friends came out, I was like, hell yeah. That's with everybody, man or woman, because at this given point, I don't have time. I'm 37 years old. I don't have time to get to know you and try to be best friends for life. You know, we could be acquaintances, we could be cool, but if you're a man of the opposite sex who's interested in me and I have no interest in you, then let me save us both the time and the burden, because I don't need you to throw me with the wackaroo
Yeah.
of, hey,
Honestly, I'm only
misled me.
entertaining the friend idea if I feel like I might be interested in you as well.
So should he look at it as an investment then, as being a friend? Because you do that based on that line you just said. I'm only gonna entertain it if I see.
Well, that is if I entertain it. If I don't entertain it, then don't continue to
So
try.
why do y'all friend zone men that are interested in you guys?
I'll be
And
honest
don't
with
say
you.
women don't do that.
No, I'll be honest with you. Same reason why I'm sure men friend zone some women.
It's about you right now.
Here's the thing. As a woman, a lot of the times that I have friends in my life are people that I'm not romantically interested in. And why? Because I'm not sexually interested either.
Why friend zone them?
I'm not friend zoning them. You and I established a friendship throughout the years. Like you said, I've known people, I've been friends with people for 20 years.
And you didn't know they was attracted to you?
In the beginning, they were open about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, listen, I don't see you like that. And if you want to be in my life, cool. If not, the door's right there.
You don't think you were
And they've stayed.
responsible for being a bigger person? Because like it's almost like
I mean, I'm 17 at that time, so you know what?
I'm talking about now, like in your 20s and 30s. Let's go for both of you. Like, granted, the man may say, "Okay, let's be friends," but you know his initial energy was like, "Yo, I'm trying to holler," and you know you're not in that space. I feel like you shouldn't have make him a friend. That's how I feel.
I wouldn't. I don't.
Well, look, at 17 me,
No, not 17.
at
like
17
older
me,
now.
well, but guess what? A lot of those friendships that I have, I'm friends with their wives. I know their kids. Like, they've gotten married. Like,
Do you think they still secretly were like?
I hope and pray. No, I don't feel that. I don't feel that energetically. Like, I don't feel like they look at me like that. I really don't. But I can't speak for them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm praying that in a perfect world, they don't. However, it's not like they didn't move on with their lives. It's not like they were waiting for me. It's not like they've disrespected my relationships when I've been in a relationship. In fact, they've actually been more brotherly and friendly to my partners that I've been in my life than with me sometimes, you know? So I feel like that's what I'm saying. Women and men should have a true platonic relationship, friendship with someone of the opposite sex, because it is a beautiful thing. You know, if you're an only child and you don't have siblings and, you know, you never had a sister and you always wanted one type of thing too, that's beautiful. I don't know about the dating your ex, being friends with your ex. That I don't get, you know, because now we're talking about the opposite sex, who you had sex with, who you were in love with, and now you're friends. You friend zoned your ex. I don't know about that.
It happens. So I got another question. How does a guy get out the friend zone? How does a person get out the friend zone?
If this is your friend, and I think this is only coming from someone who is already actually a friend, not someone who's like trying to talk to you or trying to holla at you and they say, no, thank you. Like, I'm not interested. This is someone who is genuinely your friend, someone who genuinely knows you, has the ability to be the guy he knows you deserve. Mm-hmm. But I feel like that also where it gets tricky to me is because if you know your friend's type, or you know the type of guy that she's gonna go for, and that's not you, are you going to be that guy to get her? I don't know. So that's why that's a little tough for me, because it's kind of like, be the guy that you know she wants instead of being instead of being yourself. So
See?
So your question is how to get out of the friend zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I know people who end up dating their friend, whether, you know, guy who's ends up marrying the girl that was their friend, or, you know, and they've lived to have, I think it's a conscious choice, right? Where two people are like, hey, you know what? We get along. We hang out almost all the time. We're constantly keeping in touch. Let's give this a try, knowing that there's a grand risk that this may not work and we may not be friends after this, you know? And sometimes it can work out and sometimes it don't, and there's a falling out. And I think you get to an age or a stage in your life where you both make that decision. Because sometimes our type, right, that's superficial. Once you get older, you realize, like, there ain't no types. It's a vibe, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm saying this as per experience because I know it blows people's minds when they Google search or they come across a couple of things that I dated someone who was openly transgender. And why? Like, okay, have I ever dated a girl before? No. Was I dating a girl? No. But it's not that I gave up dating men. I just didn't give a shit about what society or what I thought I wanted in a man, you know? As women, we have these check marks, and sometimes it's a little bit too much. So half the time, just kind of throw it out and see what goes with the flow, right? And I think there comes a point where these people who've known each other and say, listen, I know I might not be your type, but we vibe. Why don't we try it out?
You should.
And that would be, and that takes not only courage, but that to me, I find very appealing. And there you make a decision, knowing the consequences, that if it don't work out, I might lose you. That may be very well a good route to go, and that's how you get out of the zone. I don't think about changing you, because I wouldn't want to change anybody. I don't want you to change you for me. Mm-hmm. You know, okay, let's say my type is, I don't know, a bodybuilder. It's not. But, like, let's say a bodybuilder that's fully tatted. I don't want you to go be lifting weights, getting into steroids, and then getting tattoos, because I should, in essence, like you for you. Right. You know, the vibe. So I would tell people, just be authentically yourself. Take the courage to speak up and respect the decision. If it's still no, and she says no or he says no, then you need to be honest with yourself. Can I stay friends with this person? If the answer is no because it hurts too much, then you have the right to take care of yourself and your mental health and say, listen, I can no longer be your friend. Mm-hmm. And I actually there was one person in my life who I'd known for a long time, and they said they asked me a few times throughout my life, and They said, yeah, because again, it was like 20, I'm 37, so, and I've known them for a long time. I know,
but one is enough.
And the thing is, it was...
Sometimes you wear a girl down. Just call it Steve Urkel syndrome. Steve Urkel finally got Laura.
And you know what, though? But you know what, though? Every single time I said no, it happened two times. I felt like our friendship actually got deeper because they didn't leave. They stayed, and now they're like, they're on with their life, and we still catch up, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy that, one, I didn't settle for my friend just because I feel like, oh my God, I'm getting old, and two, that he actually worked through his feelings, and in the end of it, because ego, you got to starve the ego, realize like, wow, I actually do want this person in my life still as a friend, and I want to share my life, you know, my milestones, and share it with my friend, and I think that's beautiful too. So, you know,
what do you mean starve the ego?
So we all have an ego, you know, and a lot of the times when our ego gets hurt or bruised, we react like children would, right? Oh, block, delete, fuck 'em, fuck her, you know. And when you starve the ego, you sit in a space where now you're in your truth. It's how you're actually feeling. Are you feeling hurt because it hurts, or are you angry and you're confusing anger with hurt, you know? And why does it hurt? Does it hurt because you care? Why do you care? You really have to walk yourself through these like little milestones within your own brain and have these conversations with yourself. I've had to starve my ego a bunch of times, you know, because a lot of the times when relationships have ended, it's like, oh my God, I made it so easy for them. Why did they leave? But then you sit there and you realize it's because I made it so easy. I had no self-respect. I had no self-dignity. I allowed myself to be walked on and taken advantage of. And you have to learn from this stuff. And it's not about you. When you stop crying about why is this always happening to me, and instead flip it to what can I learn from this, then you see real self-growth. And I think with people, because let me tell you, there was this one guy that was a friend, no longer my friend, who had friends who he did this to. It wasn't like I was the only girl he wanted to date that was a friend. It was like all his girls. I wasn't special. You were just hoping that one of these girls that you had in a hidden agenda would bite.
Was he ugly?
No, he wasn't actually.
Maybe he
ugly.
felt like that's how he would have gotten true love, is if he, started something more with one of his actual friends.
That's nice, but don't be nasty. Don't be nasty when a person's like, and don't break me down and see like, well, this is why you're lonely, and this is why and then because as my friend, you know all my woes,
Did you notice before? Did you notice he was attracted to you and kind of liked you?
Honestly, I think that a lot of the times when you meet people, there's some type of attraction, whether it's vibe or physical. So I wasn't naive to it, but he knew that I was coming out of a relationship, not interested, and then years later threw the curveball about wanting to date me, and I said no, and then got nasty. His ego, he didn't starve his ego. Instead, he was nasty, and he hurt me where it hurt the most. This is why this, and that. Like, how are you gonna do? You don't do that to your friends in real life. Like if you're
under somebody your friend.
If you're you don't do that to your friends. So I was never your friend. You were never my friend, and we could never be in a relationship because if that's how you actually view me, then you're doing me a service to know that I can't have you in my life. So be gone.
And I respect this. So let me ask you this about because we were talking off camera about your relationship.
Right.
Why not relationship? You are single.
I am single. Oh yeah,
and, you're talking to someone, and what would you consider that? Is he in a friend zone?
No, he's not in a friend zone.
She's dating.
Yeah,
that's not a friend zone.
Yeah, I'm definitely dating.
That's not friend zone.
So
But is he a friend?
Yes.
But she doesn't know where she stands. Let's talk about that.
So actually, let's be real. I'm 37
Mm-hmm.
and they're in their 30s, and I know that I'm not their friend. I know that I'm not their friend, and I know that he's not my friend. We're not friend zoned because I don't think, or maybe I'm wrong, because there has been communication of I'm not talking to anyone else, and then when you're constantly seeing someone over the course of the months that turn to more months, then you realize that there's like I'm very secure in my place in his life, and I would hope it's the same thing. But by technicality, we have not talked about being a boyfriend or girlfriend. We have spoken about exclusivity, which is very interesting for me because, again, I've always been in one relationship into another relationship. So this is new to me.
But
2020 seems like everyone has that.
If he called you his friend, would you be offended?
Oh, I'd be like, when?
But what are y'all? But see, wait, what do you call each other? But not boyfriend
not my
and girlfriend.
friend. Not my friend.
Husband and wife.
Call me by my name, Jasenia.
Yeah.
That's my Jasenia.
Call me. That's Jasenia.
Yeah.
What?
I mean.
Are we enemies?
We're not enemies.
Okay then.
But we ain't friends.
Are we friends of
First of
benefits?
all,
Are
we ain't friends of benefits.
Oh, so we're friends of benefits 2.0.
That's
Oh.
No, you know what? No.
So, you can't even find it.
You know what I've heard? I've heard him on occasion say, my girlfriend. So it's very interesting because he has said that to some girls in my presence.
How do you feel about that?
I kind of I'm like, okay, it's so funny that we live in a world where like labels to me really don't matter. For me, it's also the vibe and energy because I know that if you and I are going to be exclusive, that's good for me.
But girl, in that case, you need him to say that that's...
Throw it away. Throw away the title.
Yeah, come on.
So I'm going. See, the problem is that I'm going with the flow. I'm going
with the flow. Can end up going with the no. I'm serious.
So
how many times you go with the flow and then it's like...
So my whole thing is to answer that question though. Am I in a relationship?
No.
No. Am I a friend?
Situationship.
No.
You are in a situation.
Yes, call it that. I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
So that's the title. You're in a situation.
Yeah, because I ain't fucking my friend. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
You have to be friendly.
Okay,
Period,
my
okay?
lover, my friend, totally different. It's a whole different song. We're not talking about Usher right now.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
Listen, y'all are something else.
Of course, I want my lover to be my friend as well. But we ain't doing friends into lovers. Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it.
Like,
definitely. I definitely don't think it's the same thing, though.
Why did you deflect my thing about not being able to be friends? I don't think people could be friends with their exes. Because I quickly saw you divert that
'cause
topic.
Once
Are
again,
you friends with exes?
I'm gonna say this line, and everybody know I've been saying this for 4 years. Been doing this. The human experience isn't monolithic, meaning that it is possible to be friends with your ex. Because if you're saying that you can't be friends with your ex, now you're talking about egos. Your ego is bruised.
No.
That's an
You
ego
know
thing.
why? Because
Why?
everybody that I know that has been friends with their ex has once or twice fucked their ex again.
Oh, that's that
So
experience.
I know you've told me you've been in a few relationships
Yeah.
in your life.
Yeah, 4.
So you're not friends at all with anyone that
wish-
you've dated in the past.
I wish them well. I get happy birthday, happy New Year.
And why are you getting that?
But I don't see them.
It doesn't
I have
matter.
not.
If I'm your man, right? Or if there's a title established, you should not be getting Happy Ramadan.
You're absolutely right, and your
Happy
feelings are
Kwanzaa.
valid, and your feelings are valid. So what do I say? Hey, listen, I'm in a relationship. Please do not text me. But everybody knows when I'm not in a relationship, so that's when the messages come, when I'm not in a relationship. So if my ex goes, hey, you want to go grab dinner and drinks? I know that means you want to go fuck. I'm going to say no.
They don't always have to mean that. No.
So
Listen,
he's
I know the sex was great,
keeping
so
you
no.
in the friend zone.
Who?
Your exes.
No,
like
my
that.
friend.
Because why is it that when you're single, they know to text you? They're keeping tabs on you.
Well, the thing is, when I'm in a relationship and they've texted me, I'm like, bro, please don't text me because I'm in a relationship and I respect my man.
Okay.
So they're respecting me, respecting my man.
Okay.
When I'm single, they're hoping that they can mingle. It's not like I want to be friends
As
with
a
you.
friend.
Do you put on Instagram or whatever? You're
No,
single?
no,
Or they
no.
just text you randomly as an update?
No, I think they watch because my life is public, and if
got
they
it,
see that
got
I'm
it,
not,
got it.
they like realize, okay, I haven't seen the guy in her stories. I
Okay.
haven't seen her, so she must be not talking to
Single,
anyone. So
okay.
they hit me up and they're like, hey, you want to do lunch? No, not really.
Okay, they're real into your business.
I don't want to do that. The reason why I don't want to do that is because a lot of the times, all my exes have always tried to come back and make the relationship better. Mm-hmm. Like, give me another chance, or I'm sorry, I fucked up. And it's like, you did. And it's not my ego speaking, it's me knowing my self-worth, because I realized that I went over and beyond for all these relationships, and I catered and I lost myself. But in the process, I learned what not to be and be better, right? And I can't regress. Now, I do believe that in time, if two people work on themselves and they cross paths again, and it just so happens serendipitous, then okay, let's go grab a drink. Let's catch up.
But would you consider that being in the friend zone, though? If you guys try to be friends to see, like...
That would probably be, like, listen, I'm not ready to date you, and I don't know who you are, because it's been a year, 2, 3, 4 years since I've seen you. I don't know who you are.
Who's responsible for each other's feelings in the friend zone?
You're responsible for your own feelings.
yeah, why does anyone have to be responsible for anybody
grown.
else's feelings?
All right, so I say that to say the reason why, because I'm sitting here thinking about it, and it's like, there's always someone that I believe is just a little bit more level-headed, a little bit more mature, and you can foresee things. So, for example, if I know a girl is hitting on me or interested in me, I'm going to foresee and let her know what it is. Mm-hmm. Like we said, I wouldn't put her in the friend zone, but let's just say I did put her in the friend zone, right? I do want to, just on the human aspect, take some responsibility. Like, damn, I'm noticing that we agreed to be friends, but the walls is getting closer. It's getting closer. It's starting to feel like it's not friends. So my question is like, they're to blame.
I think both
you to
people
blame,
take accountability.
You know, are you wrong for not saying something? Like, okay, you agreed to put them in a friend zone knowing there's attraction, right? Let's say all right, because I've seen girls do like, I know you're attracted to me, but you still cool, whatever. And the person's not overtly doing the most. Mm-hmm. So then cool. Y'all may be going out or y'all partying, whatever, texting, and you realize the texts get a little bit more texy and hanging out, get a little more...
On both of your ends?
No, on that person's end. Because you already knew
one-sided.
that they were attracted, and you said, because the approach wasn't too overt, you said, okay, it's not too overbearing. Yeah, I know you're attracted to me. We can still be cool. And then they say, okay. They say, okay.
Well, you're misleading them at that point, because you know... You're misleading them because you're also... You just said you're feeling a little guilty. You feel like they're coming at you a little too strong, but you're not addressing it. At that point, you should take accountability for you. Because at the end of the day, you're also dealing with another person's emotion and their reality. The one thing I always tell people is, don't fuck with my perception of reality. The moment that you fall out of love with me, tell me, because I don't want 5-6 months from now you to be like, I fell out of love with you or some shit. Don't give me that. Like, the moment you know, you know.
Because I hate, like, if I go to holler at you, right? Like, I don't know what's going on in your life, man. I don't know, girl, husband, I don't know nothing. I shoot my shot at you. You should say, you know what, I'm not in that space. And I have been the guy that a girl would give me her number. And I'm not saying that once you give me a number, you're entitled to fuck me and date me. Mm-hmm. But I made it clear with my energy that I'm interested. Mm-hmm. So if you don't have the stamina for this, I believe it's your responsibility to say, no, I'm good. Yes, we're not talking about the men or women that are overbearing that you feel like I'm giving you this number to save my life. SOS. Not that. But it's about somebody that approaches you where you're like, all right, they wasn't aggressive. They explain what they want. I'm good. But I've been in a situation that women would still give me their number. They would text me a little bit. Sometimes even hang out. And there's times where I'm very direct because y'all know me, and there's times like, I play the game because like I'm interested, and she took the number, she hung out, and then by like the third date or the third text, let's stay friends. And I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, that's...
You understand? Like, that has happened. So
well,
like...
Yeah, okay. I feel like that person needs to take accountability for the leading on, like Jasenia said, because I feel like you're only allowing this person to try to get closer to you. Mm-hmm. Even though you guys both agree that, you guys are going to stay friends, but friends to one person can mean like, yeah, we'll be friends. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to take this opportunity to be your friend and get closer to you and get to know you better and to be around you more and to hang out with you. And, eventually this might go somewhere. Mm-hmm. So if you know that that's definitely not what you want, I don't even think that you should try to play that game.
Right, no. That's why don't fuck with my perception of reality. You either like me and you want to make this happen, or, hey, listen, I don't know, but I'm open to it, or, hey, you know what? No. We can't. I agree. We can't, because you can't get time back twice. Mm-hmm. You can never get time back twice.
Why do we keep wasting time
and
in this
I don't
life?
got time to waste. Like, for me, it's not about a biological clock. For me, it's about the real clock. You know what I'm saying?
Life, yeah.
After surviving 2020, you know how many people died? You don't know. Tomorrow's never granted and promised. So, like, come on. We should be able, especially now, surviving that, to be able to say, you know what? I don't want to really do this, and I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to waste my time, because by wasting their time, you're actually wasting your own energy too. So let's really sit down in ourselves and think about it, because we've either at one point been friend zone too. I think I had maybe when I was. Yeah,
but so how do y'all women handle friend zone? Because men are usually in the forefront of that, right? We're the guinea pigs for that.
Right.
So how does friend zoning look for you ladies? And I want to hear those stories.
You mean, have I got friend zoned?
Yes.
No.
I was friend zoned.
Would you know if you were friend zoned?
I mean, honestly, realistically, I go for people that I know I can get. I feel like no one has successfully.
Whoa, let's go there. Is that ego? Is that little?
I mean, it's a little.
I like it.
It's a little bit of an ego, but it's like I've always been successful and strategic about the way I do things.
Geminis are brilliant. I told you.
No, I really.
It sounds like she's preying on this person.
I love Gemini.
It sounds like she's preying on this person.
No.
I go where I know I'm gonna win.
Okay, but yeah, I don't really like the word prey, but
her intention is not to lose; it's to win.
Exactly. It's like I'm gonna go where I know I can win.
Y'all are bamboozling me right now.
I'm very serious though. So it's like, I know I'm attracted to this person, and I'm an attractive person too. So I feel like, okay, if I don't directly shoot my shot, but I'm like, okay, well, if I stir up conversation, like a few pictures, I'm around this person, I know that if I even say a little one or two things to even like, insinuate that I'm interested, that I'll get the text messages now. Now we're gonna be talking, and now I'm like reeling them in.
Thirsty, like a few pictures. No.
He's simping.
Yeah, simping. He's thirsty because you sound like.
I'm very subtle. Men aren't subtle.
So men like 100 pictures. She's like 70.
Men is sliding in the DMs like, can I take you on a date? I don't do that stuff.
So you do how many likes?
I'm very.
3.
No, no. And it's not even about how much likes. I could just scroll down a few so that they know that I'm on their page. I can like one picture, but it could be from 2 months ago.
With his mom.
So they'll know I'm on their page.
Strategic. No, I've been friend zoned, but I was friend zoned because I didn't look like this. I had glasses, braces. I was one of the boys. I was heavy set. I was diagnosed obese, and I think this is why I am comfortable with having guy friends. And some of those friends that when I was big, are still in my life as friends that knew me then, and they can't unlook at me. I mean, of course, you're like, God damn, my friend's beautiful. She deserves the best. But they still see me as Jasenia with the like, that's my sister. Side, I cannot be with my sister type of thing. And those type of men are so important. And it's sad that it has to start that young to know that their intention really is just that. But yeah, I mean, I was friend zoned all the time. And I think because...
How did you feel?
It hurt.
Did you let them know?
It hurt. No, I never let them know.
What? How were you going to get out the friend zone?
There was no way. I had no confidence in myself. Okay. Which is why men, if you do want to get out of the friend zone, I think as a woman that was friend zoned, gain some confidence. I lost weight not because I wanted a guy to like me. I wanted to like me. I started to improve my social skills because I had a stutter by engaging more in groups and coming out of my comfort zone. With change comes growth. And I will never want anyone to change for somebody. It has to be for you. If you're not happy with you, you're going to attract what you put out, right? So if you're not happy with yourself, you're going to continue to attract low vibration or feel these low vibrations with people that you want to reach at a high that you can't get to because you're not there. Fun fact, and I'll share this, a year ago, I had met a man. He was here. I was still here. I looked like this, but I was like here. And I was like, if I want a man here, I should be a woman that's here. And I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about even energetic, my vibration, my mental. I need to be balanced. And as much as he thought that we could date and be in a relationship, I was like, 1, I'm not ready. And 2, you deserve a woman like you that mirrors you. I don't need you to treat me as a project. I'm my own project, and I need to put in the work. And, and I've always looked at the token, like, both sides of the coin. That's why, like, for me, I can make sense of a lot of the things that don't make sense that's happened to me. When people are like, yo, do you hate your ex? No, I've learned to forgive him. It's taken me a long time. He almost killed me. But I could rationalize and think, all right, he didn't have a mother figure. All the women in his life wronged him. Doesn't make it okay, but it has to make sense to me in order to heal and to progress. So you have to be in your truth. And whatever that is for you is whatever that is for you. So for me, it was, I don't like feeling the way I feel. So what do you do, Jasenia? Okay, be comfortable in your skin. You'll start attracting things. And don't settle for the first thing. My problem was I settled for the first thing that loved me, not realizing that I was still attracting low vibration. Know your worth and take your time. You are your project. No one needs to problem solve you except for you. So I got out of the friend zone by not throwing out that energy, right? By not wanting to be someone's friend because I experienced how it hurt. And I would never hurt a guy. I'd be like, listen, if you can't be my friend because I've been friend zoned, you and I are never, nothing's going to happen.
For me, how I get out of it, I just, I sense it. Like, it's certain things I ask. And I'm just like, nah, I'm good. And I'll tell a girl straight, like, nah, I don't like the friend zone. I'm attracted to you. I want to smash. Or I want to date you. No.
What? So romantic.
No, there's no romantic because I'm intentional, right?
I want to smash.
I'm intentional.
No, I don't want to be a friend nor your boyfriend.
No, thank you. Because I'm intentional, right? Like, if I see you, I see you. And I'm like, all right, damn, she looks good. I like her vibe. Because there's also energy, too. So, yeah, your vibe is good. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to try to shoot my shot. And if I see that it's not going there, I'm not entitled to it, but I'm also got to protect myself. And I say, you know what? Nah. Oh, let's be friends. Nah, I'm good. Because I told you my intentions, and now you want to know mine? Look, you look good. I want to suck your toes.
Did you tell me?
Like, depends what energy, yeah. Like, depends. I've said that. Or...
Are you a foot guy? Are you a foot guy?
Yes.
Do you like rubbing? You like rubbing?
Yeah, all of that.
Maybe we could be friends.
See? And then, you know what's going to be messed up with that? Then I'll just be used as the toe sucker friend. See, no, then I'm gonna need more. I can't graduate to the kitty. No, you just the toe sucker friend.
But that is the energy that you're putting out, though.
I want to suck other things. That isn't just toes. Can I eat the ass? Can I eat the kitty? Like, I'm just reduced to toes.
No, so maybe now manifest something else. I want to suck your toes. I want to suck your titties. I want to.
No, well, to me, Oliver is putting out the energy that I think you look good and I want to fuck.
Yes.
That's the energy you're putting out.
Yes, I am.
You are
and not every woman wants to just fuck.
You are
not every woman wants to just
and this
fuck.
is where the conversation comes in and we sever ties.
But you're not even looking for friendship. You're looking for a quick fix.
That's what I'm saying. You're looking for
when
sex.
I am ready for a relationship, I am a different intentional. It's all intention, right? It's just different levels.
Right.
If my intention is to fuck, I'm gonna have fuck conversation.
It's very
if I'm intention
who
to
is
date,
who's going for that?
Whoa! Don't do that.
No, you want to know what's funny? You know what's funny?
All right. A lot of women go for that.
So women, it could go up to a man randomly at a club and be like, "Hey, you want to fuck?" And the guy will say yes. It's very rare for a woman who gets approached by a man that says we want to fuck that she's gonna say yes. I'm not saying she's. I'm saying all right. 9 times out of 10, a woman may say no. But
yes.
But if a woman goes to a man, I'm telling you, 10 times out of 10, the guy's going to say yes.
But
that's a different intention.
But definitely 9.5.
But I
was thinking a 9.5 too. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking
I played that theory. I didn't have sex with 10 different people, but that night I was like, if I go up to that guy and I say, you want to fuck?
Because that's pretty privileged. Come on, that's not fair. That's pretty privileged.
And all 10
yeah,
were
that's
like,
pretty privileged.
And all 10 were like, okay. And this is where I was like, motherfuckers, I swear to God, ooh, no.
See, don't tell me my emotions.
And then I told my boys, I was like, who here thinks they could do that? Let me see.
Listen, but when I am intentional, I say those words, but I say it in a way that you still get my point. I'm still gonna be respectful.
Hi, I want to suck your toes. Is that what you said?
No.
No,
In person,
say you got some really nice toes.
No, DMs. I'm like.
Or he'll text you something crazy.
No, for the gut, but in person, I'll be honest. I'll give you a real scenario. Like in person, if I'm vibing with you, we're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
Whether we're gonna dance, we're gonna talk. There's a vibe, but you're gonna still know that whatever my intention is, even I'm trying to build with you or I'm trying to have fun for the night, you're gonna know. So my words might be like, let's say I'm just have fun for the night, for the week, whatever. And I'm like, hey Amanda, you know, I don't know your name. I don't know. I'll ask you for a drink. No, but I don't know you. So I'm gonna ask you for a drink. I don't know, like a drink or a dance, like, you know. So we're Caribbean background. So
I still don't know how he.
All right. So
like,
no,
what
for
are you
me,
spitting right now, bro?
There's no spitting.
Right now, you're just talking in circles in my face.
All right, so
like,
basically, no, what I'm saying is that if there's a vibe, I'll dance.
Okay.
Like, so Caribbean party, I'm dancing with a girl. If I dance by 4, 5, 6 songs, while I'm dancing, I'm talking to her ears.
Okay.
Like, damn, you look good. The way you dance. You know, I'll say bullshit, which is bullshit. You have my baby. That is bullshit, but it's laugh.
Wow,
it's corny, but it's,
now I gotta go.
Walk away. I would literally walk away. That's work.
But a girl would giggle. Some girls would giggle.
I would literally be like,
yeah. But my point
walking away.
But my point is, it's all coming from realness and directness.
And you're also going by their energy. If she repels, you know, stop.
And I stop. Like if she says, yo, you're doing too much.
Hold on. Let me help you.
What?
Audience. Ladies,
what?
Can both of you ladies individually tell us, the audience, Oliver's approach is a no. What
Thank you.
Who said that?
How do each one of you guys...
Don't worry about who said that.
How do you guys want to be approached in verbatim, word for word by a guy in a spot?
If he just want fun. I mean, not to my relationship. I want to talk about that element.
Okay.
For fun.
Okay, so...
For fun.
I mean, do we have to answer that? I don't want nobody talking to me.
No, but we're talking about for this scenario. Because we know what you would say for marriage and
No. If a guy approached me with openness and honesty about wanting to have fun, of course, I would say no, because I don't want to just... I didn't go out looking to have a man in bed. A random man.
Okay,
I went out with my girls to chill. I went out with my boys to chill. I want to be left alone. But if I were to accept a thing, I would want a man to be a gentleman. I'm sorry. Talk
What
to
does
me
that
like, talk
look
to me.
How many drinks do I
Talk
need
to me.
to buy?
Talk to me like, well, hey, I noticed you. Okay, so let me actually.
6 drinks?
I'll share you a story, and this was really cute. I'm a foodie, so you probably got to appreciate this too. I was down the shore. I was eating this amazing meal that I had. I was not intoxicated because I don't drink when I drive, and I'm always a designated driver. And all of a sudden, the waitress goes, "There's a gentleman at the bar that wants to buy you." And I cut her off and said, "No, I don't want to drink." She's like, "Oh no, he wants to buy you dessert." And I was like, "What?"
Okay.
And I was like, and he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay." And I got the dessert. And he came by. Actually, no, I called him over. He didn't come by. I called him over. And when he came by, I was like, "Hi, thank you for the dessert. My name is Jasenia. What made you buy me this dessert?" He was like, "I've never seen someone eat food with so much love and excitement. And I just thought that you'd probably like dessert." That motherfucker took my number. I was like, "Here, take my number." That was like
Did
something.
he get dessert?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I was with my girlfriends. I was with my friends. And what I liked is that he didn't come to bother me. You know what I'm saying? He left an open little invitation. I could have just waved thank you and walked away. But I was curious what made him buy me, instead of shots, this. He was observant. Did we end up going on another date? No, because I wasn't going to go all the way to the Jersey Shore.
First of
I
all,
didn't want to do
that
no long
was
distance
that was
shit.
very nice,
That's
and
dope.
that was
That's
thoughtful.
clever.
Very thoughtful.
Did that mean ordering her a dessert means that he was getting some ass?
Why
No.
No,
why you want
Oliver.
Oliver.
No.
Oliver got a different appetite. I thought you was a foodie.
I am.
You a foodie.
Yeah. And booty. And coochie.
And then on your boot.
And titty.
First of all, I don't understand why that means that a man is getting some ass. That might get him a second date. Maybe she would have wanted to see him
Yeah,
again.
and I did, but
So, you know,
you live too far
Okay,
away.
so now I want to pivot. Now here I want to get straight to it, and it's like we're just having fantasy, right? We just have fantasy talk. What lines or ways can a man, it's like, you know what? I want to smash. What will work on you?
I really.
What would work on you?
I'm
Talking
in
about
a fantasy.
Just
In a
fantasy.
fantasy?
What,
Okay,
what
bust the
game?
bust
what
the rhymes.
scheme?
Bust the
what
rhymes.
line?
Bust the rhymes. Baby, if I give it to you.
So
give
that's
it
what
to
you need.
me.
A guy to
I
just
don't
dance and
know.
then shake his shoulders.
Baby, wanna-
That's what
baby,
get you.
wanna- I don't know. You
He
said
has
in a
Tourette's.
you said in a fantasy, okay?
I'm
Yes,
like
Tourette's.
trying to steal Jasenia's fantasy.
Don't fuck
Like
my fantasy up.
pay for my meal.
That's
Oh, boy.
That to me.
Come from over the tape. Come
So
from
pay for your
over.
meal is not saying it's
No,
guaranteed
like how
buns.
that happened.
Okay.
I can't think of my own scenario, honestly, because I really don't like to be bothered when I'm out. Like, I don't really like anybody talking to me or, trying to get my number or,
Okay.
anything like that. I
But
really just don't care for that.
You have had relationships. You are in a
They didn't
relationship.
start like that.
They didn't
So-
meet at the club.
Wherever, okay.
And I sought out everybody I've dated. So,
So-
She do. Remember, strategy. She had a strategy. She just told you that,
Listen.
Oliver. Baby, if you give it to me.
that is crazy.
I'll give it to you.
So you because I want to know, like, because it's almost like I'm asking you to tell me.
Confidence.
I want the answers to the test.
Basically, that's confidence.
No, but
So,
I need to know a scenario that would work
That's confidence. If
in
a
a
person said,
dream
"Baby,
world
if you
that,
give
like,
it to me."
yo, if this guy or woman said this on that night or night 2 or 3, I would give it a, like, I want to know that scenario. Like,
Oliver wants to know, do you guys got a fucking a cheat code?
yeah, I just want to know, like,
No. Okay, so I'll be, okay, so. Those girls.
have you ever had sex on the
No,
first night?
but
Yes,
it's
that's what I was
like-
gonna ask.
So she had sex.
I was
Have you ever
gonna-
had sex on
alright.
the first night?
No.
Second night?
No.
Within a week?
No.
Wow.
The f-
Okay, so I have.
Let's go. Come back to you.
No, but okay, so
You had sex on the first night.
we're adults. People have sex.
We're adults.
And I'm very.
Ooh,
I'm very
yes.
Yeah. Okay. I
Finally!
want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Let's go with
Let's
Amanda
go,
first.
let's go.
Yes.
Yes.
There's
Let's go.
hope for her coochie. No,
No, but this isn't anyone I've dated. I feel like I told this story
no
already.
disclaimers.
It'll be my first time hearing it. Let
Yes,
me hear
my
it.
first time too. I don't
No,
know
yeah,
this.
but this isn't someone I dated, so I don't know if the story
It
is
doesn't matter.
even like goes. But it was literally just somebody that I mean, like we knew from like the party scene. So like I would always see him around. And we were both in Miami for Carnival
It's always
together.
Miami.
That's why I don't do Miami.
Miami does you.
So yeah, we were both in Miami for Carnival together, and it kind of just happened. Like we were like almost at all of the same
You
events.
skipped over. How did it just happen? Because this just happened. Like, we need building up.
Okay, so the first night I was in Miami, even though this is someone that I've seen pretty
Numerous
often
times,
in New York, when I saw him at the first event in Miami, like he approached me, he was just like, "Oh, hey, you're here, blah blah blah." We exchanged numbers and we started talking throughout Miami. I was only in Miami for what, like 5 days? And we started texting. I saw him again a second time, and every night he's been trying to get me to come out, come to this party, come to this party. But I had a whole itinerary with my friends anyway, so I was just like, oh no, like maybe tomorrow I'll be able to do it, but whatever. Never saw him again until our last day in Miami. Well, actually, it was my last day. My last day in Miami, and he was like, "Oh, I'm free tonight," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm free tonight too."
You know what that meant? They both were speaking their language.
Oh, so you all right?
So yeah, so we linked up that last night, and yeah, we did the do.
Okay, so they knew what they was doing.
Was it a good do?
It was a good do. It was a
Okay,
very good
shout
and
out, shout out.
spontaneous do.
The spontaneous dude is really that.
So
that
that's what
fun.
works for you then, spontaneity where you don't know.
He worked
That
for
was-
Oliver.
Huh?
He worked
He
it,
worked
yeah.
it
He
for
stayed
4 days.
consistent. He was consistent and persistent and insistent.
It's a lot of sense.
Very.
It's a lot of sense. You know,
Guys, take notes.
Yeah, but it doesn't always work, guys and ladies. Don't do that.
Listen.
Don't say that's a sure
In
way.
life, you gotta take risks, right? Nothing is ever guaranteed. So
But I
take a
feel
take
like
a
from
chance.
like we both knew that we were attracted to each other though. That's why we exchanged
And they was
numbers
not
when we saw
friend-zoning
each other
each
the
other.
first night.
They weren't like, oh yeah, take my number, friend. No, they was like, yeah, okay, it was nice to see you out here. We're in Carnival. You know what
yeah,
that means?
his persistence. Yeah. So I want to hear your story about your one night kill.
My one night kill. Actually, I was on the prowl.
Ooh,
Explain.
let's hear.
So.
I want to hear this one.
I wanna hear this.
I want to hear this.
So the reason why this theory that I told you about, like, oh my god, like I was like, I could go up to 10 motherfuckers and say, you know, do you want to do something after this? Or you want to go out? And they'll all say yes. It's because I did it one time, not 10. I was newly single, and at the time, that's when I was on the previous segment, one of the guests was talking about trying to fill that void with sex. So because I didn't love myself, I felt that being desired would help me feel that, like, fill in that void, but instead you feel shitty. So this was the first and only time I did this. I went out with the intention of having sex with someone. And I was going to pick who this was. And mind you, I lost virginity very late in life. I was 19.
I was not late.
I mean, all my friends were 16. So, you know, I was
That's
like,
still not late in life,
Still
honey.
not late.
I was like, oh my God, I'm going to hell. Well, they all made fun of me.
If
But
you go to that 30.
no, right? No. So I went
No
out.
shade, though, no shade.
I went out
No judgment.
with
Yeah.
the intention of getting laid. Okay? And dance floor, I saw who I saw. I picked who I picked. I targeted. I went for the kill. And I killed it. The reason why it was the first and only time.
You killed him.
She
Oh yeah, I
said you
killed it. He
killed
He
it.
was passed out in bed and all this stuff. But the problem was he was in town on a book tour, right? And obviously he was staying at a hotel. And all these books that were there, I managed to open the box, and on the front cover of this book,
Was him and his wife?
his wife and child. Oh my God! Like the universe taught me a lesson of my power
making
and
me
my
think of so
my
many people that have
power,
written books now.
my power and my
I'm about to
gift.
Google search.
So my power was my woman in essence that we have, but my gift is also my temple, my body. And at that young 23, I was 23, 22, I learned, like, God, like, I felt shitty. Because this motherfucker might have done this maybe a few times. It didn't matter. It happened with me. And now that I knew that, like, I prayed, girl. I prayed on it too. I was like, Lord, I'm sorry, even though I didn't know. But us women, we need to just be. That's why, you know, when a motherfucker comes to me, it's like, you want fuck? Hell's no. Goodbye. I'm not trying to.
Why is he single?
Why am I single?
No, what if he's single?
No, I want to get to know you a little bit better. I
So
want
I
to know.
get
I
to-
want to know who I'm gonna allow. I want to know your vibe. I want to know your energy, because with that, it could be a 10-minute conversation, an hour conversation, 2 days, a week. I'm a know. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna send something.
So should that be the route he goes to get you? What if his agenda is still to kill? should he? So you're saying
I think
he should
everybody's
go-
intention is to eventually see what that's like.
But there's some people that's like,
Yeah,
you know,
Oliver.
No, there's some people that's casual. No, there's some people that's casual. Some people that wants more. So if his intention is casual, you're saying that he should go the long route.
If it's casual, I think you should be open about it after a while and realize that I don't want to be wooed either. And again, don't.
But
fuck
you
with
don't
my-
want the upfrontness,
don't. No, I think that. Okay, so listen. Let's talk about a sex addict, or let's say somebody that has a real large appetite for sex. If you get the vibe, just like you were talking about before, if you get the vibe that I'm looking for commitment, then it's your
I won't know until we have a conversation.
it's your responsibility to tell me now, hey, I don't want nothing serious. I
yeah,
just
I
want to
do.
have sex.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Right. And that's my right to say yes or no.
Of course.
So
I gave you the option.
it's right. So
Well, we
in,
gave each other the option.
so in that
Yeah.
situation, it's a different play. Hey, you know what? I'm not looking to casually have sex with someone. If you are trying to casually have sex with someone, then you should not be trying to prolong any type of relationship, because I set the tone of I don't want to just play around, which is why I don't want to do what I always do and put a label immediately on it. I rather take my time, know where our intention is. We are intentionally dating, see where it goes. But I'm not your friend. But I'm not your friend. I'm not.
So that concludes.
What's wrong with this?
That concurs our topic about.
That's not the right word. Conclude?
Concur. That's.
No, concur means agree.
Like agree.
All right. Thanks for watching. All right. Let me do it the way I would normally say.
I'm
Listen.
smart. How you
This has
feel?
been Ada at the Table, and I'm with the lovely
Justenia.
and the beautiful.
Amanda.
And we've talked about friend zone, how to get out the friend zone. I hope you learned a lot. Listen, in my take with the friend zone, like they said, be very intentional. Don't be a friend, but a creepy friend, or a friend with a hidden agenda. No, be straight up. That's how you avoid the friend zone. Always be honest about your intentions and where you want to go, and that's how you avoid the friend zone. Men, women, that's how you avoid to be honest. Once again, like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Oh, we also got merch. What's the sign? Where's it? This sign. We got hoodies. We got cups. Listen, we're a lifestyle brand. We're not just a podcast. We're not just a show. We're a movement. Tune in next week. 8 at the Table.